Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can't hesitate. It never goes well. Any homework questions? Raise your hand if you did the homework. It was so easy, right? All right, so easy. Very good. But if there's no questions, we'll skip it. I want you to please do this warm-up. This warm-up was going to lead us into our lesson for today. It says, evaluate f of x equals 3x blah, blah, blah for f of 2. What does that mean to do? Right. It means, so f of 2 in parentheses means x equals 2. So you're going to substitute 2 over here for all the x's and get an answer. So take a moment and do that. Please keep in mind your order of operations. Do you do exponents before multiplication or multiplication before exponents? Which do you do first? Exponents. Yes. So be sure, otherwise your number will get real ugly real fast. Bless you. And we went pretty. Very good. I might have done something wrong. I just remember the answer is 46. I might have made a mistake. 46, done. I don't think I did, though. I think so. The answer is 46. So this process that we just did is to evaluate, right? To find the value of the function when x is 2. Bless you. What we're doing today is learning how to use synthetic division to get the same answer. It's kind of cool. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. So while I'm passing out your papers, your objective is to ruin a field trip in 4 words, like this as an example. The lion got out. I would ruin a field trip, right? So, and it doesn't have to be a zoo field trip. It could be any kind of field trip. So you come up with your. Take a moment and read this part of your notes to yourself. Read your notes. Tell them, I'm reading my notes.
I'm reading my notes.
Thank you. And they'll say, we are also reading our notes. That's what you say. No. All right. What does that mean to you? What did you get out of that? Not sure? Okay. We're going to do an example, and then I'm going to come back and show you specifically what this is saying. Okay. Sometimes in general words like this, it can be confusing. It's real mathy, but I'll show you in a second. Okay. So going to this right here. Where have you seen that function before? It was in the thing? It's the warm-up that we just did, right? It was the warm-up. It was the warm-up where we plugged in 2 and we got what? 46. Okay. Here's what I want you to do right now with this problem. I want you to do synthetic division on this problem. You do not have to add the x's back in at the end. I only want you to look at your remainder. Okay? So do synthetic division. Identify the remainder. You do not have to put the x's back in. What number are you putting in your box? 2. Very good. And are there any missing x terms? Yes, which one? 3. So you're going to do what there? Put in a 0. Okay, let's center and focus. Who got 46 for the remainder? Okay, where have we seen 46 in another place today? The answer to the warm-up, right? So put your eyes up here so we can look at this pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Right. Here. When we plugged in, what did we plug in? 2. When we plugged in 2 and did all the math, we got 46. What number did we use to set up our synthetic division? 2. The same number, okay? So what this means is, when you have a function, you can evaluate it using synthetic division. The remainder is your answer, okay? The way the problem is set up, if I'm asking you for f of 2, do I have to change the sign in order to set up my synthetic division? Did I use the opposite sign here as I used here? No. So this is the beginning of the rest of the unit when everything is very, very similar but still a little bit different, and you have to try to remember when to do what. Yesterday's lesson, if I gave you a divisor and said x plus 4 or x minus 2, you have to change the sign to do synthetic division. Today's lesson, if you're given it already in function notation, you don't have to change the sign, all right? And that was illustrated between the warm-up and this to show you why you don't have to do that. And so those are just some rules you'll have to remember. We're going to do 2 examples. We have this function here, p of x equals blah, blah, blah. And you're going to find p of negative 2 and p of 3 using synthetic division. For the first example, what number will you be putting in your box? Negative 2. And what about the second example? 3. You don't have to change the sign. So take a minute and do that. Be sure you check for missing x terms. Are there any missing x terms? No. So you do your synthetic division. Take a moment.